A lot of businesses shut down at some point during the COVID-19 pandemic. In Merrill, one museum used its downtime to make some improvements. News Watch 12's Morgan Johnson joins us now live in studio with details. Morgan.
Justin, after over a year of being shut down and only allowing visitors in with appointments, the Merrill History and Culture Center has reopened. But during the pandemic, the museum volunteers were still working. And their progress is showing with improvements, upgrades, and even an addition to their building.
It can be a 10-minute stop or a 2-hour stop, however long you want to make it.
Normally, Pat Berg is walking around in the Merrill History and Culture Center telling people about the community's rich history.
This job basically is connecting with people and talking about history and getting an opportunity to share all the fun and exciting things that we have to offer.
But for the past year, she's been doing anything but that. Very few people have gone through the museum itself.
Mainly over the last year and a half, we've been doing research for people. So very few people have gone through the museum. Most people have come to do something research or genealogy related.
The building was quiet, but Berg didn't stop working. She and other museum volunteers were able to make additions and improvements. Construction of the new storage addition began before COVID-19 hit, and now it's finished in time for the museum's reopening.
We did take the opportunity to really delve into all of our documents. We started doing some digitizing. We started, cleaning up everything and reorganizing paper so things were easier to find. So it was nice not to have people, but it also wasn't quite as much fun.
Finally, after a lonesome 2020, the museum has reopened, and Berg has had to polish her knowledge a little.
It just doesn't roll off your tongue like it does when you're doing it over and over again on kind of a recitatory basis.
Once Berg gets back into routine, she'll be ready to start teaching and learning again.
I sometimes learn more from them than they learn from me because they tell you about their experiences and where they grew up and what was on this street. And so it's really fun to interact in that way.
You can visit the History and Culture Center in Merrill from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, or you can make an appointment and go with the group. The museum's volunteers are always up for exchanging stories from the past.